And we are live. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good
Hi.
evening. Depending on where you are and who you are. Who you are is important to us, but who are we is also important to you. Basically, we quick self introduction about ourselves. I'm Janice from Singapore, and I am a full time working mom. Uh, I've been in the corporate for many years. At the same time, I also run a side business, which is this global digital business, and I've been running it for 4 years. And next, I'll pass it to Shipping.
Yeah, hi. I'm shipping from Singapore. I'm also doing this business as a side hustle. Yeah, maybe let we share a bit about herself too.
Okay, thanks, Shopping. Yeah, so my name is Wei Yi. I'm also working in Singapore, but I originally from Malaysia. I full-time working professional in the finance industry, and also have been, also running this online business for 3 years plus. Yeah. So next, Josephine, pass to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Josephine from Singapore as well. I'm a full-time working mom with four kids and running this digital business as my side hustle for 3 years plus. Yeah, so back to Janice.
Okay, so typically you will see us go live monthly. Actually there's five of us. So Miyako-san is actually traveling, and so she couldn't join us in our monthly go live. But typically on month-to-month basis, you see five of us sharing go live. Then why are we sharing? Why are we doing go live? Why are we running this digital business? Right? Typically we the individual of us, the four or five of us, um, represents a community that step into this digital business. And why we step into this digital business is because of our prior experiences. Very different. All of us were different. We had different experiences that caused us to rethink our future possibility, our plans ahead, and most of us we chance this opportunity by chance, not that we were looking for it. It came to us. Okay, and then upon uh, chancing on this opportunity, we check on it, we drill into it, we deep dive what are the information that we need to find out to decide if this business is for us. Okay, so on our month to month, mm, we are doing sharing to inspire and motivate people who are lost, who has no direction, or who are wanting to live a life more meaningfully but has no solution or no method. Okay, so that's why we are here. Okay, so today, and if you are interested to learn about what we share in the past months or past year, because I think we have been doing it for more than 1 year plus. I think at least coming to 2 years, if I'm not wrong. We have that uh, in our Facebook. So you can actually go to our individual Facebook if you pop on, and you can actually check out our resources that we share in our Facebook page. Okay. So today's topic, what are we going to share? Just now when we introduced, right, the four of us, we are still working, right? Then the four of us, we have many big dreams. Then the question is, should we depend on just paycheck alone to achieve financial independence, right? And I think this one will relate to many working professionals. Okay, whether you have plans ahead, you have big dreams, you want to buy big house, you want to travel the world, right? These are part of some goals of that some of our business partners are having, like being with our children, having more time with them, building more memories rather than sticking to a 9 to 5 that is no longer a 9 to 5 now. I work on weekend the last time most of the time. Okay, so I let Wei Yi talk about this first, and then she'll pass it on to Josephine.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Janice. Yeah. So I will start off first with this topic talk about I mean, should we just rely on paycheck alone to give us a financial independence? So maybe I mean we can start off with like paycheck. So paycheck, I mean basically, I mean okay. So for myself, I think in the past that I mean as a very traditional from a traditional family, I mean the background, I think we I was taught the patterns is like also so we go to school, get a good job, then we work hard, then I save money until my retirement, then I mean retirement, then I have the money, then I can live the lifestyle I want. That's after retirement. Yeah. Um, then of course that I think that we have a good job that can give us the paycheck, that it will give us a security, and also very it's also predictable because you know how much we earn. I mean every month, right? So it's predictable. But I think so. I think I also have shared in all the previous our go live. I mean when the pandemic come, I think that it hit me. The actual paycheck there is a limitation to it, and it cannot help me to achieve my financial independence and also the so-called the freedoms. Because I mean it helped me to think that actually paycheck will be tied to my time. So I say that if you work, then you earn money, but if you stop, then you do not earn the money, then you cannot have the paycheck. I mean to support your life. So so that's why I say that paycheck there is this limitation, because no matter how good I'm a job, my income is capped because we know how much we earn. I mean, and this is also determined by the company, the boss, and other people. So it's very I'm not like it's not in my control to decide. I mean, how much paycheck that I want. Yeah. So I think that also what during the pandemic that is also hit me, that what happened that people when they got retrenched, then you don't that yeah that's why you stop work, then you don't have the paycheck to support to cover your life. Yeah. So yes, paycheck probably it can cover our basic needs. I mean, like say, yeah, as you earn, then you spend to cover our basic need, the life. I mean, the basic necessity. But can we achieve the freedom and independence? Yeah, because like I say, I have been working for almost 20 years. I still don't feel that I have the freedoms or the independence, because I say if I lose my job, actually, then I cannot pay my housing loan, and I cannot like say, oh, I can stop work, then I can like say, I mean I enjoy to go travel, so I can go places that I want to go. But if I don't have the job, that it cannot support my desire, yeah, like to travel more, right? Yeah. So yeah, so paycheck, I think yeah, it can cover our basic life, but it cannot give us the freedom and the independence. So for me, I mean, financial independence, of course, it's not like to very, very rich people, but I think for me, is financial freedom is really that I have the enough income or the asset that can support my lifestyle without needing to trade the time for money. So that means that I can choose to work or not to work. And then, yeah, I can also can have the time to pursue my passion over the paycheck. And I also would not have the fear of losing my job or losing this income capability to support my life. Yeah. So for me, that's how I mean that's to this that I have redefined what is my financial freedom. It's not like true until the retirement that I have the sum of amount to enjoy the life. That is like until after the retirement. But I think freedom is really the freedom now that I can really choose, have the right to choose, I mean the control to choose what I want to do, and I can pursue my passion. I mean, like for family, like just now Janice mentioned that they can choose to I mean to really spend time with the family rather than to work overtime just to because they want to support the family. Yeah. And also the fear of losing the job, right? Yeah. So I mean, after over 20 years in the I mean the corporate world, it doesn't, I mean the more that I have the fear of losing the job, because unless, I mean, you are not unless, I think, like, given also now the world changing, now we're all talking about AI, then a lot of people talking about how AI will replace our job. I mean, that's also the fear that, I mean, that I have. I mean, will our job be replaced by even technology? Yeah, not just humans, right? Yeah. So, and yeah, so the fear of this losing job, that I also, I mean, that's also not, yeah, that's also what I mean, the part of it is for me to think, I mean, how can I achieve this financial independence and also freedoms? Yeah, so I mean, to be honest, I mean, just depends on paycheck alone. We really can get us there to have the financial freedom and independence. So yeah, so then we have to think about, yeah, how can we achieve this financial freedom and independence. I think then we will leave it to later Janice and Shipping that can share more. I mean, what are other ways that we can achieve this. Yeah, so that's all for me. So maybe I'll pass to Josephine to share.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Wei, for sharing. Yeah, so living paycheck to paycheck, right? Is it something that we can actually achieve our financial independency? Yeah. So what if your paycheck stops tomorrow, and how long could you actually sustain in your current lifestyle? A week, a month, or maybe three. After that, then what will happen after that? So the hard truth is that relying solely on a paycheck may not be the path to financial independency. Yeah, why I say so? So for myself, right, as a mom of four kids, there are a lot of things you need to consider: the kids' expenses, the study fee, and how about our future, right? Like myself and my husband, when we grow old, how are we going to retire and have that sufficient financial and not be a burden to our children's, right? Yeah, so having all these thoughts, not even saying that to live a luxury life, or having a life that we can travel around the world most of the time. Yeah, just based on the basic lifestyle, there is always how should I put it? There's always a plan, like how should we survive without a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Yeah. So having said that, right, we need to be financially stable on a monthly lifestyle, to be able to build that financial independency. Yeah. So with the high inflations and the increasing money expenses, you need to save up here and there, to be able to save that small amount of money, to grow your whatever plans. Like if you want to go traveling, maybe you need to save it for your traveling plans and things like that. So having all these been lined up, how are we going to be financial independency? So in these days, right, relying on just a paycheck is not easy to achieve that financial independency. But having said that, technologies are improving, life are improving. There are many ways that you can achieve financial independency. Yeah, so that's why we are here, building our digital business to achieve what we want, so that we can, be it like um, retire at an earlier age, have more time with our family, and similar to what we has shared to us earlier. Yeah, so that we can achieve that financial independency, to live the life that we actually want. We only live once, and we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So of course we want to spend as much time as we can, to live our lifestyle, to live our usual lifestyle, like spending more time with the kids, not missing their milestones, and having more time for the family. Yeah, so building to achieve that financial independency, of course there are other solutions, not just relying on the paychecks to paychecks. And for myself, right, I have come through what it happens during the pandemic when my role was being made redundant. Yeah, so I go through that struggles and that challenge at that point of time. So I know that depending on the paychecks, for financial independency is a very challenging a very challenging situations. Yeah, so that's why I really believe that having another source of income is what many parents needs to have nowadays, and many are looking for different solutions to achieve that. Be it having a digital business, or having an online business, or maybe investments or things like that. So it really depends on how is your comfort level, and what kind of lifestyle do you want to achieve in this the way that you build your financial independency. Yeah, so that's all I have for my sharing. Back to you, Janice.
Thank you, Wei Yi and Josephine, for sharing. Okay, so uh, paycheck to paycheck can only, in summary, it only provide your um, current needs, I would say, right? And the current needs depend on individual situation. Like, of course, like Wei Yi, she doesn't have children, right? Like the three of us, we got children. Then what's our need? Tutoring for the kids. I mean, when you become mother, all your expenses become for your children, right? But like you need to give them extras if they like music. You send them for piano. If they like art, you send them to art class. All these are extra expenses in a situation that you invest in the children, so that they they build their what are their interests, and eventually hope it became their passion. And it's also investing in your kids future, right? That's for parents with mothers, the parents with children, parents with mother. Okay. Then for Wei Yi herself, she's, although she's single, but she has plans, like maybe uh she wants to travel the world, right? And these are extras, extra on expenses on top of maybe what her monthly expenses are, depending on her lifestyle as well, correct? Then the next question is, to achieve financial independence is dependent on what are your dreams and goals, right? If let's say a person have no dream, no goal, every day just work, sleep, eat, and that satisfy his life, yes, maybe that kind of lifestyle, a paycheck can achieve that kind of lifestyle, financial independence, right? Because they got no expenses, man. They don't go out. They don't. They they don't truly understand the meaning of enjoying life the fullest, right? They are for that kind of uh, lifestyle. They are saving every cent they have from their paycheck to achieve their so-called financial independence. Okay, so it's different. Okay, then for those who are looking out, and I believe there are many people who has been looking out, because through the recent years we all have experienced pandemic. Okay, we know things happen suddenly. Like, I don't know. Okay, because the four of us all from Singapore. Yesterday, suddenly there's a sinkhole in Singapore, part of a road in Singapore, and then a car actually fall into that. Was like sudden. You cannot um you cannot anticipate, yeah, right? So there are many things that we cannot anticipate, but through these years we actually experienced something, and it's a lesson that for many of us we learned, right? And so what are the ways we can make extra? I will let Shapi share.
Yeah, thanks, Janice. So like they all like we have always like mentioned, so with the cost going up, and then like we and Josephine had shared, job stability become uncertain, so everybody is like looking out for something to do on the side. So we will actually start searching on, right. Actually, we have two potential customer here, Janice and Josephine, because they have kids, right. So last time I used to be a tutor. So tutoring, home-based tutoring is also one of the way you can make money. You don't need any tools, you just need to have the knowledge, and then you yourself go to their house, and then you can actually start earning from there. And then also the very common one that we have seen is Grab delivery. But sometimes I really I quite feel for the delivery guys, because whether rain or shine, they have to do it. So another way, like you don't need tools, don't need skill. You just, I mean, cannot say don't need skills lah, because like I saw, like from the Facebook, if you know how to cook and then you want to make money, you can go to this home cook delight on Facebook, where people sells their goodies, cooks goodies online. But then I also saw like they are also people complaining on Facebook, that your food is not good, you are selling too expensive, you cannot deliver on time. So these are the ways that you can make money, but I don't know whether you like it, whether will you like it. Or for me, I find it very stressful. Home tutoring, like is difficult. Grab delivery also not easy. Selling home cooked food also needs skill lah. So I think the very most common one and the very popular one will be like the freelance writing, drop shipping, and affiliating marketing. I think like most these are the very common online things that people actually look into it. And then me myself, right, when I was looking something to do online, I do a search on them, because like drop shipping, right, it sounds very attractive, but then it sounds very attractive, but then like, because you run an online store, you don't need, like always people say, like for even for us, right, we say you don't hold inventory. So no inventory, no stock ma. It sounds simple, right? But then in reality, when I check it out, and then I also hear, like from people who had actually done them, right, they told me that the profit margin is like pretty low. You actually earn a few dollars per sales. So you have to actually sells a lot. Like drop shipping, they told me that you actually make a few cents. I don't know whether how true is it, because I didn't actually work on it. So if you make a few cents, then you really have to sell a lot to make it work. And then there is no control over product shipping. So if the customer get 40 items or the delay shipping, right, then what will happen? The customer will get angry and and start shouting at you, for the mistake that you didn't actually make. So another thing is that drop shipping, you actually has to go to do advertisement. So if everybody is selling the same thing, right, then you actually have to pay a lot of money on your advertisement to make it stand up. And then like one thing I would say is there is the no brand loyalty, because people don't even know your store. And then if you are very like very aggressive, and then many people are doing the same thing, right, then their ads account may actually get restricted. So another one, which is like pretty similar to affiliating marketing, it's also the same as drop shipping, right? It has it has its get tooth lah. I feel like it's, you are actually recommending someone else product, and then you earn commission when people buy. This one also very good. But then someone actually shared to me, right, once you help the person, like someone else brand, right, they actually get the customer, the database, and the relationship. And then at the end of the day, right, if they the main I mean, also called your supplier, right? If they allow, I mean, if they decided to cut you off, right, then whatever you have built for them, right, their branding and then the database, right, then you will be cut off. Then you will be left with nothing. And then also the commission is slightly better than drop shipping, but then it's still like not that fantastic. It's still like relatively like quite low. And then this one, right, from what I heard from like those who have actually done it, they say you really requires marketing skill. You need to know how to create content. You need to know how to drive traffic to your whatever site that your blog or whatever site that you're actually promoting, and then you are required to run ad. So if you are not a marketing person, right, then you are pretty much on your own, especially for the initial part, right? You will be given a very, very, very basic training. And then after that, no support. And you're pretty much on your own to, struggle. And then for most of them who actually started out with no experience, right, they actually gave up halfway. So for me, I checked into this tool, and then it's like pretty similar to our digital business, right? Like we always share here, we do not hold inventory, we do not need to keep stock and stuff. So why do I, actually decided to choose this? Yeah, maybe I will let Jenny share about that, because I think she'll have a lot to say, much more than me. Yeah, over to you, Janice.
Okay, I just want to summarize when the four of us actually came to know about this business. How we come to know about this business or this digital business, right, is the same. The steps are the same. The process that we go through is the same. But end of the day, it comes to a decision. So why the four of us decide to start this business on a separate, different timing? Because like 4 years plus, Josephine is about 3 years plus, uh, Shafi also about 3 years, Wei about 3 years, right? So, but the timeline is different for all of us. Then the question is why when we uh, go through the process, we thought about it, and when there's so many digital business opportunity out there, why we choose this one, right? So when Chapin share about what are the different ways to make extra, the thing that we consider is how how to run the business, how to sustain the business, how to what are the plans for this business. Okay, and amazingly this digital business actually set up everything for us: the plans, the strategy, the marketing, the tools, the product. It's all in a place where I don't have to crack any brain. I don't have to go and think about it. I don't have to uh, or probably we don't have to say we learn this and then we have to go and find out what are the other ways, what are the other strategies to incorporate to make it better. Because this digital business has provided all that is required to start and run and sustain, and the strategies that is required to go to that financial independence uh, goal. Right? Amazing. Sounds very amazing. That's why it was hard to believe in the first place when I saw that. It's like, how can these people that I saw from the community, they can actually achieve their financial independence in a short time frame. Short time frame, not overnight. Short time frame is like within a year, within 2 years, within 3 years, right? If you're on a paycheck to paycheck, can you actually do that? I mean, I've done 20 over years of job. I still not yet financial independence. Okay, if you go into financial investment, right, like insurance company, they will tell you, okay, you invest this first, and then over the next 10 years you will get back your return. How you get back return? Maybe monthly draw out, things like that, right? So even financial invest, this one we should know lah, it's from the industry one, right? Even financial investment, they won't tell you that today you invest with me, next month you will get back a lot of return, right? So typically, our business investment runs the same. There is a path, there is a roadmap, there is achievements that we need to hit, and in order to grow, right? But what is provided is you have a guideline, you have mentorship, you have a business plan, you have all the strategies that's needed, right? So you know how to path your way. We know how to path our way. You know how to do the setup. We don't have to struggle every little things on our own, right? And that is the reason why among so many options out there, we chose this one, right? It is coming to to make a decision, right? For anybody who has been looking for a side hustle, trying to build something to achieve your financial independence, or looking a business, looking for to start your own business, right? Why we recommend you this? Because uh, first of all, you need to experience it by going through the process, right? You as you go through the process, as in sign up for the complimentary webinar first, listen to what the fundamental of the business has, right? It's been explained to you. Then you take the next step, which is payment of a 149, which comes with a 30 days refundable policy. So then why this 30 days refundable policy? It's not that everyone is suitable for this business, right? We have to be clear, right? Some people are just looking for overnight, get rich quick. Okay. And then we have to tell you that you are not suitable, because this is not a magic business. If today this is a magic business, right? The whole world, everybody will doing it, not just our community that is currently about 250,000 people, right? Because obviously, something that you want quick, right? Usually that's scam, to be honest. Okay, so if you are looking there, and today you go and think about it, why people still get scammed? Because of the greed law, of that wanting to get rich faster, right? So do think about it, like what we have shared, and what the information that we have provided you. Okay, so we are just a handful of what many people from the globe has actually experienced in this business. And because, okay, one thing I didn't mention, because this is also a global opportunity, right? Like Sherry mentioned, you can do dropshipping, you can do uh, e-commerce, right? Though they can be global, but the logistic has to be done by ourselves. If I'm not wrong, I've not ventured. I think Josephine have been in e-commerce before. The shipping has to be done by ourselves, right?
The shipping will be done by the
Yeah.
logistics, but you can't control on how they do the logistics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we don't handle any of those. We don't have to handle any inventory management, or customer service complaints, things like that, because we have a back end support that are already set up to handle all these things. Right? All we need is to manage the business, which in this case is your social media, and that's your own branding. Okay. So that's it for our sharing today. And this month, uh, in August, we'll be back. And then hopefully Miyako-san can actually join us. And then we'll share with you more insight of how to, or how to inspire you and motivate you to actually take that first step to step up from your comfort zone. Okay, that's it for, and have a good Sunday, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.